Hey, everybody, this is Pip with Pip's Path to Property. I'm sitting here with Scott Gimbert. I met Scott a few weeks ago at one of our 3-day trainings. And so just wanted to kind of have Scott give you his opinion of that 3-day training. So Scott, thanks for joining us today. Could you tell us, who are you? What do you do for a living? What's your background a little bit, Scott?
Sure. My name's Scott. I live in just outside of Orlando, Florida. I manage a fishing tackle company here in Central Florida. It's more of an e-commerce site. We do full distribution. Over the past few years, I've had the opportunity with some extra time to start dabbling in real estate. And when I came across Life Surge and the opportunity to come see the property surge, I jumped right on it.
Awesome. And so you said you've had some time to do some property stuff. So what have you done in your property business so far?
So we do mostly buy and holds throughout the East Coast, from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and here in Florida. We've got a bunch of single family homes, some duplexes, and some quads. And it's mainly buy and holds right now, but I wanted to expand on that. And the opportunity with your organization to be able to expand on it was something I wanted to take advantage of.
So I got to ask, how many properties do you have right now?
So we have 13 doors right now, and I'm working on an apartment complex right now, another 14 doors.
Awesome. Well, that doubles your portfolio just like that. That's pretty cool.
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
So obviously you're a more experienced investor than many people that we have that come through Property Surge to Pip's Path to Property. So what did you learn? I want to ask, I always ask people that come to our training, what was one of your bigger take home points that you had over the 3-day training that you had with us, Scott?
So one of the big things, it was actually kind of an expression. There was a few things I took away, but one of the expressions, I didn't know what I didn't know. It hit me so hard that, you know what, there's so many things I didn't know. So that was great. One of the big things and one of the reasons I wanted to come to the training was I knew there were other opportunities out there in real estate, not just buy and holds. And one that was taught to us was lease options. And when you explained it, it was one of those aha moments. I just sat back and I said, holy cow, how did I not see this? And so that was something that definitely one of the better takeaways that I saw. And one of the other ones was, and it's one of the 7 rules of investing that you mentioned during the training, was to be embarrassed. I was always afraid to lowball, and I never really did lowball. I felt bad, but you really taught us exactly how to handle being embarrassed and to send out those lower offers. So right after the class, guess what? The next day I went out and I was embarrassed and sent out some lowball offers.
Well, and
I felt good about it.
Now you felt good about it. That's good. A little mindset change. The interesting thing about today's world, and I've been doing real estate for 20 years, it's a lot different now because we can do everything through an email or a text. So chances are you don't even have to meet the person if you're making an offer that sounds embarrassing. So that makes you feel pretty good when you don't have to talk to them on the phone and you hear that, oh my gosh, that's a terrible offer. But worst case scenario, they say no. So that's awesome. Yeah. And so lease option is definitely my favorite strategy. And I think the reason I like lease option, and I want you to talk a little bit about this, Scott, is that our goal is obviously we make money in property. We need to make money, but we can also invest for purpose as well as profit. So what did you hear at the training? Because obviously we're talking to a number of Christian business leaders that how you can take your property business and make it more purposeful than just a profit center.
So, it is about real estate, but the thing about the lease options was I was helping somebody who might've had some difficult times, maybe not even their fault, had some difficult credit, doesn't quite have the money to put down on a property. And we're able to actually go out, help that person get into that property, get into that home and make it theirs. I thought that was incredible. Just helping others get where they need to be. And at the same time, you're working real estate.
And that's the nice part about it, is everybody needs a place to rest their head. So just one last question, Scott. Obviously, people are seeing this that are contemplating whether they should go to this training for 3 days or not. What would you tell somebody, knowing what you know now about going to this 3-day training?
I mean, if you're interested in real estate and you want to make a difference in somebody's life, it's definitely the training for you. You know, the way you taught it, how we're out there helping others, it makes you feel good. And believe it or not, when you know that you're helping others, it takes the stress level out of it. It really does. I mean, all the homes that I've purchased, there's a rather large stress level to it. But knowing now that I'm going to be helping others, the stress is, I don't want to say gone, but it's much less.
That's awesome. I haven't heard that take home point before. So that's awesome. Well, Scott, thanks for taking a few minutes out here and kind of telling other people what your experience was at Pip's Path 3-day training. So look forward to seeing you at the next one, Scott.
Thanks, Pip. Appreciate it.